Hi everyone, good morning and welcome to today's morning report on Tuesday the 11th of November with me, Rich Perry, market analyst at Handtech Markets. These European markets have been fairly positive again. They started rather neutral, a little bit of caution at the open, but that has sort of been brushed aside and it's started to move higher again. The Wall Street markets again overnight pushed into all-time high ground, the S&P 500 up 0.3%. With a nice move again on the Asian markets as well. The Nikkei 225 rebounding 2% overnight on the back of a weaker yen. And these European markets have just started to gather a bit of momentum to the upside once more. So looks like the market sentiment is fairly positive once again in this session. We do have to bear in mind that today is Veterans Day in the States, so there could be a little bit of reduced volatility, certainly, in light of the fact that the US trading is going to be fairly light. And also the economic calendar is pretty bare today, so there's not a great deal to drive these markets today. So it looks fairly settled as we develop into this session, but certainly at the moment the Forex markets have pretty much regained the dollar initiative once again. The dollar index had been down for a couple of days but rebounded late into the afternoon, and that sort of continued to the upside once again. So it looks like the dollar is back in control once more. And certainly one of the key drivers behind that is the yen. I'll talk about that in a little bit in my dollar yen chart analysis, but certainly the Forex trading charts are looking pretty dollar positive once more across the board. So that sort of takes me on to how I view euro and sterling. Basically, I'm been talking a fair bit about euro and sterling against the dollar, and how I'm sort of beginning to maybe turn a little bit more euro positive, and that is against sterling, that is, and that's going to be playing out in the euro sterling chart with this broken downtrend that we've seen over the past. Well, we had a 3 week downtrend that's now been sort of breached, and if you zoom in slightly here, you can see that the euro sterling has been testing up this 78.50 area on an intraday basis. This is a resistance that had been in place. It's tested on the last 4 sessions. Each and every day it's tested that 78.50 area, not yet breached it on a closing basis, and I think that that's what we really need to see. But the interesting thing in this chart is I've noticed this stochastics buy signal, that's a crossover buy signal that's now been confirmed in today, and the last time we had a confirmed buy signal was this correction in September, which then subsequently created this rally. And the time before that, we also had another buy signal in the beginning of September, which also resulted in a euro rally. So maybe we're on the brink of a bit of a euro rebound. If I zoom out here, you'll see that euro's basically been trading sideways. I mean, it had been in a big bear run for a good few months, but that sort of broke down and it's now sort of trading in a sideways range. It could actually end up being a big base pattern. I mean, I'm not ruling it out in any way. Certainly if the euro recovers from these lows, then it could turn out to be something a bit more of a recovery for the euro against sterling. But certainly at the moment, it sort of is in this net sideways trading band over the past 3 or 4 months, and it could well be that we're now beginning to form a little bit of support around the lows, and we could be ready to turn around as signalled by the stochastics buy signal. If you look on the intraday chart, you'll certainly see this is in the last few weeks. This is the on an intraday basis, the resistance sort of looks around 78.60, but I think 78.50 to 78.60 certainly on an intraday basis is where you need to be looking out for the resistance. But this just looks to be fairly much more neutral than it has been of late, and maybe the RSI has dropped away in the last couple of hours, but certainly on a net basis, the momentum indicators are fairly neutral actually on the intraday hourly chart, and I think, as I said, that we need to be looking out for this rebound towards that 78.60 mark on an intraday basis, and we'll see how this one goes. But euro today slightly weaker against sterling, but I think still I'd be looking out for this this on a net basis, perhaps coming out and challenging these this resistance. I'll show you once more this resistance around that 78.50 mark, because each and every day in the past week or so that has been tested and we haven't seen that close above. If we start to see a close above 78.50, I think that could trigger this rebound that we're going to get potentially. Anyway, I wish you good luck in your trading on euro sterling, and I will speak to you later. Thank you.